give us a sense, Mr. Malema, of your reading of the lay of the land? I would imagine you do some surveys. Where's the EFF? Where's the ANC, DA in your, could you share a bit about how you get that number?
Well, we're sitting between 28 and 30%. We've passed the DA. And that's why the DA, most of you may not even know, why did the DA declare the EFF enemy number one? I mean, we're running a race here. We are three. There is number one there, you are number two, I'm number three. What type of madness is that for you to turn and look at number three instead of fighting with number one for you to become number one? So you can see that their research told them you've got a problem. You are being overtaken by this one. So you may not get number one, but you're also going to lose your position. So block this one. So you don't need any scientific reading to arrive at the conclusion that the real threat to the DA is the EFF. And the ANC is sitting between 38 and 40%. Because ANC rules Gauteng now with 50.1, which they got in 2019. Then they rule KZN. Then they lost Western Cape. That's how they managed to get 57%. If you lose KZN, you lose Western Cape, you lose Gauteng, and hope to get 50% national, numbers don't tally. Okay. So we, as far as we're concerned, that's where we are. There is a new phenomenon called MK Party. We think it will have an impact in KZN.
Could you expand on that?
Well, President Zuma, when he was president of the ANC, declined the ANC support everywhere and only increased it in KZN. And when he lost the presidency, the ANC declined everywhere, including in KZN. But it has never declined under Zuma. So President Zuma enjoys a lot of support from KZN. And that's where we think it's going to have an impact. And even when you look at his strategy, he doesn't do what we do. Saturday I'm in Northwest, Sunday I'm in Free State, Thursday I'm in East London. Because we are a national organization. We are not some organization that relies on some base somewhere. So if MK eat, the ANC were going to eat it proper even without MK in KZN. Now imagine we've added MK. If the ANC loses that number in KZN significantly, forget. And let me tell you, Cyril won't be president once the ANC goes below 50%. He's going to resign because his own so-called supporters are going to say, we need to try someone else. So don't even ask me, okay, will you go with Cyril into coalition? Once there is a need for coalition, then you must know there is a need for Cyril to go. And it will not be initiated by the EFF. His own party is going to say, my guy, we need to try someone else. That's how it works. Ruling parties, once they lose position under your leadership, they are the ones who tell you, put it down.
How will that happen given that we is still the president of the ruling party until the next conference?
But Cyril resigned when Pala a panel report came. He resigned. So you have a president who's there by the body, but the soul is gone. Because when you write a letter of resignation, you had a conversation with yourself and came to a conclusion. He has long come to that determination. And not only that letter, on several occasions, in the officials of the ANC has been telling them, I've been ready to leave, I can leave at any time. And I hear that investors love him so much and all of that, but you are likely to invest in a wrong horse this time around. Because I don't think that given the things that are happening now, President Ramaphosa stands a chance to come back. They will tell him, when they say resign, they don't mean government. They mean ANC, resign as a president of the ANC. Once you do that, automatically on the other side is done.
Who who in your mind is likely to come?
It's their own problem. Don't ask me about people of next door. I don't choose leaders for the ANC. Ask me about EFF and how we're going to do it. I don't know.
You always know. You always know.
I don't know. It's their own problem. Let me leave it to them to solve it. But we cannot determine who becomes a leader of the ANC. But we can determine who becomes a leader of South Africa during the negotiations of a coalition.